You know, what am I going to say? It's not, that's the least of my freaking concerns, man. Having this country stolen from us is the most.
Right, that's what I'm here for.
There you go, buddy.
They stole my vote from me.
40, yeah.
But I wasn't going to watch that guy attack that little girl that pulled that Whitmore down off that guy's stick.
Okay.
I wasn't going to watch him do that. And he thought he was pretty tough going after that little girl.
You're a fucking moron.
Yeah, you're a fucking dumbass.
Down there? That's what I'm pulling up.
All right, so we are live. Go ahead and have a chat.
My name is Alicia Anderson. I'm a reporter with the Detroit Free Press. Right now, it's a pretty calm group out at the Capitol. As you can see, the snow is coming down. We have police all around the Capitol. I've seen them on bikes, on foot. There are more people starting to gather, it looks like. I've seen some people at the corner. I don't know if you can see that, Mandy, but there's a person at the corner who's arrived probably within the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're seeing some open carry here. It looks to be the Boogaloo Boys wearing the Hawaiian shirts. I'll put a camera on that real quick here. Couple guys here. And one gentleman who's being interviewed. It's a pretty sparse protest at this point.
Right, oh yeah.
And that guy went after her. Because everybody who argued, with that guy with the Whitmore
one of our
down,
most
he would come over here,
severe
like
traits to be in our movement, we're extremely anti-racist.
Yeah, him.
We hold
He
these
was
truths to
the
be
guy's
completely
bully.
self-evident.
He's
All
saying
men are
he's got a
created
right to protest
all women
any way
too.
he wants to.
We are
That's
human
right, he
beings,
does.
no matter what color your skin are, what
you ain't
creed
got
or
the right to
religion you have.
intimidate people. You see
We
what
have
he did
our
to me?
rights and they
Walked
must
right
be
up to me like,
protected.
"You remember me?"
And
Like,
how about all
shit, I
the
could
weaponry
punch him in the
here?
nose.
What is that for?
This is our Second Amendment right, is for our own security as well as the security of our rights and liberties. If you are armed, they have a lot harder problem taking away your freedom of speech, your freedom of expression, or any one of your rights.
And does this protest have anything to do with the election?
No, it does not. It is not. It's not a surprise to us that there is claims of discrepancies in our election. Most of us in our movement, we don't believe that there's been a fair election in a long, long time. Not saying that we support any candidate because we do not support Trump. We do not support Biden.
I heard you saying earlier that you know you're on the FBI's watch list. Can you talk about that a
You
little
know, they
bit?
were a bunch
The
of like
FBI
kids
came and
with
visited me
purple
last
hair,
week,
blue
as well as
hair, and they were
multiple
all
other
like
members of my
15 to
movement.
20
They were
years
just
old.
inquiring
You know,
on
probably
things
could have
to
like
see if it's
smacked the shit out
So
of
we're
them.
live right now with the Detroit Free Press outside of the Lansing, Michigan Capitol here in Lansing. So far it's pretty sparse. We have a few people who are open carry, a couple of vocal protesters, just fighting among themselves actually.
The snow is starting to come down a little heavier right now. It's been snowing all morning, but it's actually starting to come down heavier right now. You know, there are some Trump flags being waved. Also, people have it on their person. I saw some Trump hats. There's also a sign here parked. It's been here all morning since I've been here, but there's a truck parked out front of the Capitol. A couple flags on it, and it says Governor Whitmer, thank you for your leadership. Race and integrity.
You may not agree with everything.
Yeah, say that again.
There is a truck parked out in front of the Capitol. It's been here all morning. There are 2 American flags attached to it, and there's a sign thanking Governor Whitmer. It says, Governor Whitmer, thank you for your leadership, grace, and integrity.
Yeah, it's right here at the curb. We can walk that direction. It's pretty sparsely populated right now with protesters here in Lansing.
Really, there's probably more media and police officers than...
Yeah, security's really high. I know the National Guard has been activated, but I'm not seeing that presence here yet.
I haven't either.
So here we
Police
go.
did just do a briefing. They said they're prepared for any number of people from 5 to thousands. They said, you know, people can come out and use their right to air their concerns and whatnot, protest peacefully, but no violence will be tolerated.
So this is the truck we were talking about. There's not been... So National Guard is here. They're just on the other side of the building. So just a few don't tread on me flag in the way distance there. And media posting up.
And really one of the things that I was noticing is there's still quite a few open parking spots right near the Capitol. Now they have barricaded off some areas, but there's still quite a bit of parking here, which I think is indicative of the number of people.
We've seen
that we
a couple
have.
open carry, maybe 3 or 4 folks open carry. Let's go back and check that out. We're going to go back to the front of the Capitol building.
Also, we've noticed national media here as well as a lot of local media, but I think I heard CNN say that they were here, and you can kind of tell based on gear and whatnot, people holding reporter notebooks like we're passing right now, some of our colleagues. There is a man who has a, what is that, a Nerf gun? It's a toy gun.
But so far it's quiet. We'll come back if things pick up. But we just wanted to give you an update.
As you can see, here's a contingency of police right here. They're really stationed all over the Capitol. You see them. Most everyone out here is wearing a mask. I see just in this vantage point right now, I see 3 groups of police probably within 100 yards of each other.
So open carry situation here.
Interchangeable magazines. I can take my magazine off, give it to him. He can take his out, give him mine.
I know. I pulled that trigger once.
Why is the AR-15 better?
Because it's cheap. Because militaries use it. Almost every, law enforcement uses it. A lot of countries around the world use it.
A little conversation on guns here. It's the very few open carry folks getting interviews here.
I feel like it was, I think that we're infiltrated,
by a no-knock raid. Wasn't a dangerous person, but somebody said he was dangerous, so they did a no-knock raid. Shot and killed him while he was sleeping with his pregnant fiancée laying next to him. And then the body cams weren't working, but yet in the last 2 weeks we've seen body cam footage all of a sudden coming out.
Of the public
So
house.
Duncan Lamb, it's homage to him that you're using his name?
Yes,
Now it's being broadcast.
it's to honor his
and other
life.
people-
He was a great man, and he did not deserve to die the way he did. And now his child grows up without a father.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well,
I'm from Denmark. That's why probably I haven't heard about it.
oh yeah, no problem, no problem,
So you know. All
no
right.
problem.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you have a great day.
Hey, what brings you here today?
Protesting government overreach, constitutional rights, trying to get some unity with the groups that have been causing chaos in the protests.
Are you affiliated? You're affiliated with any particular militia?
Boogaloo Boys.
You're a Boogaloo Boy. Okay.
Yes.
And where are you from?
Michigan.
Okay. And so you're just here to support your movement.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Liberty and justice for all. We stand by the Constitution. We believe that every American is free and has a right to all their constitutional rights from birth. Now, as they're written, not as somebody interprets them, as they are written. When I say as they are written, I'll use the example for the Second Amendment. I have the right to bear arms. It does not say I have the right to bear arms here, but not here. It says I have the right to bear arms.
So what are you carrying today?
AR-15,
And what's in your side?
9mm.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, no problem.
Anybody else in your group to join, or what are you thinking for numbers today?
Numbers, we're looking around 20 to 30 if the National Guard and police let them through. I know they're setting up, blocking off the streets. They were giving us dirty looks as we were walking up, but we'll see.
Do you anticipate everything to stay calm?
Yes, I feel like we're gonna have a good calm day today. Probably some good conversation going on in between, left and right sides, because that's what needs to happen. Left and right shouldn't be fighting. We should be getting along. Just because we disagree doesn't mean we can't live together and coexist.
How far did you travel here?
It was about 4 hours
Where are you from?
up north.
Okay, just having a conversation with one of the Boogaloo Boys.
DUNCAN.
Armed militia here, but also pretty steady police presence, but they're off in the distance. Thanks for joining us live with the Detroit Free Press. I'm Mandy Wright, outside of the Lansing, Michigan State Capitol in Lansing. And as you can see, it's pretty sparsely attended right now, but as we know, things can change quickly.
Asking about today, if I was planning on coming here, if I was planning on being violent, or if I knew anybody else was being violent.
I believe the president did give a direct order, stand down, stand back, and I don't think that this is standing down, standing back, is it?
Well, stand by. Most of the folks I see is the media, but let me ask you this. It was reports that the Proud Boys or Boogaloo may be here, groups such as like that. Do you think they should be here? Do you think they may actually cause some incident?
It's not me to say that someone can't exercise their First Amendment right, That's not for me to say. So, it's a gray fine area, everybody's allowed to support the Second Amendment because it is our right. Everybody's allowed to support the First Amendment, is their constitutional right. But, I don't think that we need to be showing any kind of violence. I don't think there's any violence that's going to be carried out. But I think that we need to be mindful of it and look out for it and stop it if it does happen. You get these guys and you make sure they do their job to, that's why they're here, is just, subject the violence out, keep the violence out. You know what I mean? So that's what they're here for, to do their job.
What's your name again?
John Clore.
John Clore.
Mm-hmm.
John, what brings you here today?
Well, honestly, it's I got word that I live very close, and I heard helicopters, and I'm like, wow, what's going on downtown? Sure enough, we did a drive-by down here, and this is going on. So you tell me, you were here longer than I am, I'm sure. What's going on here?
No, whatever brings you here is up to you, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So you're not protesting any particular side of things right now? Or?
Well, I am support of a legal vote, you know what I mean? I think that this was a fraudulent election. I mean, there are way too many questions, not enough answers, way too many discrepancies.
So it's fraudulent now, but not in 2016. What do you think the difference is for you?
I didn't say that it wasn't 2016, and I appreciate if you do your reporting that you don't put words in my mouth.
I asked you a question. I didn't put words in your mouth. I'm asking you what you think is different between 2016, if that's fraudulent, not fraudulent, versus this 2020.
Well, was there any reports of widespread fraud? Was there any evidence that was submitted in 2016?
I think what we're looking at now is disputed cases of fraud. So 60-some cases disputed in court that it was a free and fair election.
And there was like 3,000 sworn affidavits that were completely ignored, and there was other evidence that was completely ignored. So it's not that it was overturned or anything like that. It's just it was completely ignored by our corrupt legal system that is now controlled by big money, corporate money, that's also CCP funded, because they've infiltrated Wall Street, okay, which has in turn infiltrated our political system. So there's the real truth. That's truth bombs right there.
Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
You're a resident.
All right, different perspectives here. But it's also still very
Another false flag. It's all a show.
still very sparsely populated here in terms of protest. I might sign off here in a minute, but I don't know. Do you have anything to add?
One of the things that I was talking to a person, he said the FBI visited his work a few days ago to ask about what
Who's that? Who?
They're always up here.
The gentleman with the gun?
Yes.
Oh, so the Boogaloo Boy, the identified Boogaloo Boy, was visited by the FBI, says?
That's what he said, yeah.
Okay.
And he said he's not expecting any violence today.
He's not expecting any violence.
BLM and Antifa was tearing up our community.
I'm Mandy Wright.
Breaking the windows of the governor's office. Where was Antifa and BLM?
We're outside of the Michigan State Capitol in Lansing.
And have you pointed out how there's a fence all the way around the
Yeah,
Capitol?
there is a fence protecting right outside. You can see, and it goes all the way around. So you cannot be on the steps of the Capitol where people have been known to protest.
I'm just guessing here, but
It's gonna bounce around here.
6 foot high.
I guess the bells the sound. They're beautiful in real life, but they're. Is it noon or something? Is it noon?
This is my home away from home. I've been up here about 40 days now.
A bicycle, man with a bicycle.
protest.
And it's slowly populating here, but traffic is blocked, so it's a slow go getting up here onto the Capitol grounds.
You have to have this is evident. How many National Guardsmen are in Washington right now? So it takes
Check Facebook to see if there's any
20,000
questions.
military personnel
Just go
to install
monitor the feed for a second.
machine
I'll just keep it going.
in our democracy. You see the hypocrisy there?
Give me just a minute.
Yep.
The snow is making it hard for my phone.
Yeah, no, I know. Cold fingers too. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We're live right now outside of the Lansing, Michigan State Capitol in Lansing. Do we have any questions?
I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
I'm scrolling through here.
All right, that's fine. If you have any questions, hit us up on Facebook. It's pretty quiet out here, as you can see.
Yeah, some new signs have showed up, but nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I in Washington.
Lead the way, Mandy. I'll follow you.
All right, yep.
Go anywhere else.
I see some installation art of some sort.
Looks like it's attached to a bicycle.
Yeah, yep, that's new. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. All right, I think I'll sign off for a bit and we'll come back. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll sign off and come back if something should be new to report.
Sounds great. If you want to walk around, I'm happy to do that with you too.
Okay. Yeah, do you mind signing off? Tell them to come back. Keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out for them, and if something should pop up, come back to freep.com.
Absolutely. I'm with Mandy Alicia Anderson, Detroit Free Press reporter, and we will keep you posted on the going-ons outside the Capitol. But again, right now, it's calm. There are people gathered. Huge police presence here. Police and media, again, probably outweigh the number of protesters here. Not chanting. Some people open carrying. We see people with, guns visibly displayed.
But with no intention of causing any issues, so.
Everyone that I've talked to said they have no intention of, or know of any violence that it's expected to happen. Police said they're prepared. They're prepared for as many as few as 5, rather, up to thousands. And we do see police everywhere, on foot, on bikes. I've seen dogs with the police. They've been out early for hours, probably even before I arrived. It's pretty calm.
Yep.
A few flags. There's also support of Governor Whitmer, parked right out front of the Capitol. And that's been here all morning. Local media is
right now
accompanied with national media here.
Yeah, yep. Well, good. Well, thanks for joining us. Come back. We will return if something should dust up or just to update you.
We could walk around the Capitol if you wanted. I haven't been all the way around.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to cut this feed and then, okay, great.
We'll see if it